Hi folks, Dave, the Honest Audiophile. This is the Topping NX7, and these are my Honest Audiophile impressions. I want to thank Apos Audio for providing the Topping NX7 for review. Do greatly appreciate it. Apos Audio, you rock. Alright, so the Topping NX7, this is a portable amplifier, and is available on Apos Audio for $180. Comes in this very bland box. Does have a high res sticker, so it's got to sound good. Nothing too exciting about the box. On the inside, you're going to get a little topping rubber mat to protect your gear. You're going to get a 3.5 to 3.5 6-inch cable. You're going to get a USB-C to USB cable. In fact, you're going to get 2 of those. And then you're going to get 2 rubber bands that have the words topping on it. So a fairly simple accessories kit. Nothing too special regarding all of that. The device itself. It's about the size of a cell phone, a little bit thicker. And again, you have the high res sticker, so it's gotta sound good. All aluminum casing, has a battery inside it that you'll get about 20 hours of battery life. I did not test it for 20 specific hours, but I was able to use it for about 3 days straight for about 6 hours each, and I still had battery life. So the 20-hour battery life claim seems to be legit. You should easily be able to get through about 2 work days before you have to charge it. Speaking of charging, it takes a couple of hours. You have 4.4 balanced out and a 3.5 out. You have 3.5 input. That's the only input. And then on the front here, you also have your volume knob and power switch. On the back side, you have USB-C in for charging, and then you have your gain switch, medium and high and low. The Topping NX7 has 0.1 of output impedance, 135 dB of SNR, dynamic range of 135 dB, and a frequency response of 20 Hz to 40 kHz. As mentioned earlier, it does have a 3-step low, medium, and high gain settings. On low gain, it's negative 13.8 dB. On medium gain, it's 0.1 negative. And then on high gain, it's 13.9 dB positive. Output power. Now this is where the NX7 really steps up the game. 1200 milliwatts at 16 ohms, 1400 milliwatts at 32 ohms, 820 milliwatts at 64 ohms. And then it's 180 milliwatts at 300 ohm and 90 milliwatts at 600 ohm. So it's got plenty of power. I find that the Topping NX7 drove everything that I have pretty much. The only things that really didn't power were 300 ohms and above. They kind of struggled with anything of super hard demand like that, but anything at 150 ohms and less, this thing was easy to power them. It did it with ease. It had no problems whatsoever, including planars. IEMs were no biggie for this. No problems whatsoever with any of them. Output impedance is low enough that I didn't have any hiss issues at all. Headphone wise, it powered all the dynamics, and then planars, anything from Mr. Speaker's Ether C's, Hifi Min Sundara, Hifi Min Aria Stealth, Aueze LCD2 Closed, Rawson Rad 0, you name it, it ran it. I had so much fun with the NX7 and seeing how much gear it ran. Sound wise, the Topping NX7 is the best sounding topping amplifier I've ever heard. Let me say that again. The Topping NX7 is the best amplifier I've ever heard from Topping. Did not matter what source I had in it, the Topping NX7 revealed the sound signature of the source. And it revealed the music in a very neutral and natural way. I was extremely impressed with the sound signature of the Topping NX7. Very clean, excellent clarity, very nice and neutral approach without being boring, flat, uninspiring, overly energetic, and just fatiguing. It had none of that. It was a very neutral and natural sound. This is by far the best sounding Topping amplifier I've ever heard. Bass has good punch and slam to it. It's very good details and resolution. Has exceptionally good tonality. The mids are accurate with tonality that is just natural and detailed and resolving with enough separation and overall just good presentation that's appealing and pleasant. And then the treble is well controlled and has the proper amounts of energy and sparkle without being fatiguing or without being boring. Overall, I found that the NX7 just did an exceptionally good job presenting everything in a neutral, natural way. Soundstage wise is nice and wide, good depth in layering, detail retrieval, resolution, exceptional. Everything about the NX7 is exceptional. I truly enjoy using the NX7. Then, on top of that, because it powered over ears very well, I found that I could use this as a desktop amp. Connect it with a DAP or a dongle and use over ears, and I wasn't really missing my desktop setups at times. Now, is it a true desktop amplifier? No, it can't do everything that some of those other amplifiers can. And do they sound better? Yeah, to a degree. But for the majority, if you are using a DAP or a dongle as your source and you're using mostly IEMs or easier to drive gear, Topping NX7 is going to be all you need. This thing is phenomenal. If you use this at work as your secondary setup, this thing's awesome. Plus, you still have enough battery life for your drive home or for your ride home on mass transit if you take a bus or an Uber or whatever to get home. This thing is exceptional. Highly recommend the Topping NX7. This thing is great. The best sounding Topping I have heard. It's been Dave, the Honest Audiophile. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Speaking of next video, some on screen, subscription links, notification bells. If you haven't already, check those off. And then don't forget to give a thumbs up or a thumbs down to the video. Also, check out the links down below. There's all kinds of information regarding where you can purchase the NX7 and also information regarding how you can contact the channel, follow the channel, support the channel. All that kind of good stuff is down below. There's links to music and gear recommendations and tier lists and all kinds of other things. So check out the links down below. It's been Dave, the Honest Audiophile. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Don't forget to enjoy the music, and that honesty is the best policy.